as lost as can be. You don't know me, so come and see the things I do all day. Sing, laugh, and play, writing my story, finding my way. In my head there's so much to explore, doing things I've never done before. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and hey, if you like me, maybe I'll do more. Hey guys, it's Katie, and this is In My Head, and we're actually on the road today in Arizona with special guest, my beautiful sister, Kimberly. She is going on a mission to Russia, and she leaves in a couple weeks. So Kim, tell me, how excited are you?
I'm super excited. Super excited.
She just gave a really good farewell talk in church today, and there were tears throughout the entire meeting. It was hilarious, especially since our mom has like so many sisters who were also there, and they were also bawling. And our dad sang, and that was nice. Did you like that song?
Yes.
Can you tell us what the song was called?
It's called I Heard Him Come.
Do you know who it's by?
By Jeff Goodrich.
It's a good one. If you haven't listened to it, you should. You should go and listen to that song. And it was great to have my grandma there to be able to play for my dad. I always like when they get together and we all sing songs. Okay, so say that first few things that you said, because you spoke Russian today in church.
Yes.
So go ahead and say it loud so that everyone can hear you.
Dobro jutro, proti sestry, ja sestra Lindqvist. It just means good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm Sister Lindquist.
She already has this Russian thing down.
Yeah, that's all I need.
So how often have you been practicing your Russian since you found out you're going to Russia?
Daily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been like over a couple months that
And
you've
I
been
know
practicing?
the alphabet now. Yeah. That's about as far as I've gone.
It is definitely not something I'm accustomed to. They have a lot of different and interesting symbols. She has this cool little Russian CTR ring.
It's too shiny.
It's way too shiny for you to see what it is because it's like reflecting everything around us, but it's like totally cool. Okay, so Kim, what are you hoping to find when you get to Russia?
What do you mean?
Like food, like what are you looking forward to? Like a place
Donor.
to see? Donor?
I gotta find Donor. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about Donor.
Oh man.
When did you first experience Donor?
Katie showed me Donor when I got to Germany at City Grill, and it was the best. That's all I can say.
Have you only been craving it ever since you left?
Yeah. And the kind in New Mexico wasn't the same.
It was not the same.
So,
And it was kind of a downer.
it was.
But now you're going to be just across the way from Turkey.
Yes.
And that is going to be fun. So hopefully you get some really good Donor. Do you know of any like Russian food?
Borscht.
Okay, can you
It's
tell us a
beet
little about that?
soup. And everyone eats it. It's the most traditional Russian dish. It's a beet soup. And I heard it's really good. Most people think it's weird, but it's really good. So I gotta try
Have you ever had beet soup before? Have you ever had beets before?
I don't think so. No.
So this should be like a new
New one.
for you. Do you know any customs that you should be aware of as you go to Russia?
Don't shake hands with gloves on. They're gonna stand really close to you, and they'll most likely smell like vodka. So just be ready for that. That's what I was told.
Nice. So do you know if the Russian people are a nice people to other people?
Yes. What I've heard is they're like me, basically. There's a lot of different things I've heard, but pineapple has been a big one, where they're really hard and spindly when you first meet them. But then when you get to know them, they're super mushy and generous, and they just love you and love to talk and talk and talk.
I didn't know pineapples were generous.
You know what I mean. Hard on the outside and soft on sweet on the inside.
That's a really good metaphor. I like that.
It's not mine. I stole it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about, like, we've heard a little bit about you learning the Russian language, and you've learned the Russian alphabet. What other things have you had to do to get ready for your mission?
read, preach my gospel all the time, because that's basically all you have. That's like your right arm. So, yeah, and it's awesome. It's really good. Read the scriptures and pray and shop for what you need. I was actually able to find everything, but the extreme cold stuff I have to buy in Russia.
How cold does it get in Russia, Kim?
-30 is the lowest I've heard in my area. That's Fahrenheit. So,
Are they in the metric system over there?
yeah, they go Celsius. So I'll have to figure that out.
How to calculate that out?
But usually it's like in the 60s, 70s Fahrenheit, and it's really nice. And there's not oceans, but seas.
Nice.
So it'll be pretty.
So what's the sea that you're closest to?
Depending on which area I'm in, the whole mission is sandwiched between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
You're going into a really awesome area. So, what have you been doing since you got your call? Like, did you work at all? Did you travel?
Yeah, I actually quit I quit my job at the pool before I got my call.
Because you were a lifeguard?
I was. And then I just doing babysitting, dog sitting, house sitting, random jobs. And yeah, I went to Utah, I went to Nebraska.
What did you do while you were in those places?
Saw Grandma Nan. So that was awesome.
Shout out to Nan. Hey, Nan. Don't know if you watch this, but you should.
We'll send it to her. Yeah, I went and saw different church sites and temples. It was very fun.
What was your favorite?
I don't know.
It was all just kind of cool.
Yeah, it was all good.
Did you experience any snow while you were in those places?
Yes, both.
Both?
Yes, lots of snow.
Lots of snow. Which one had more snow, Utah or Nebraska?
Well, Nebraska's was like a week old, so it was just like ice. But I was there when it snowed, and it dumped like 3 feet on Utah at Nan's house.
Nice.
Up the mountains.
But that must have been pretty.
It was. It was pretty.
Especially like when you were in Germany, we didn't get that much snow at all.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So you kind of have some sort of idea how cold it's going to be and how much snow you're going to have to experience when you get to Russia.
Yep.
Do you have like appropriate clothing and attire?
I do. Fleece line tights are really cool.
Uh-huh.
I was told don't get thermals
Mm-hmm.
because then you just get sweaty. But fleece line tights and wool socks and layers.
So tell us about your dresses that you had to get. Like, where did you find the best ones?
Everywhere. I had to go everywhere. So I got some at the actual missionary store that we have here in Mesa. And then Kohl's and the mall. I went all over the place. You just have to look. And you'll find like one skirt that works. And you buy that one. So, yeah. You do what you have to do.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today on this episode of In My Head, and I'm going to miss you a lot.
How was you?
This is my baby sister, the only sister that I have, and she is going to be the most amazing missionary, and it's completely evident by her testimony and just by the light that radiates with her, around her, throughout her. I love you, Kimmy.
Love you.
Have fun in Russia.
I will.
And I will probably watch this over and over as I cry to myself because my little sister's in Russia and I can't do anything about it. And there's terrible missionary movies out there where they're in Russia and they get kidnapped and my mom just freaks out about it. But hey, you know, the Lord will be with her and we will be always praying for her. So thanks for joining us and see you next time. Bye.